Hi guys, welcome back to the news. President Bola Tinubu has approved the return of a delegation of Islamic leaders under the auspices of the Council of Ulamas to Niger Republic. Niger News earlier reported that the Nigerian leader on Thursday met with Islamic leaders inside the council chamber of the presidential villa in Abuja. The Islamic leaders led by Sheikh Dahiru had gotten the approval of the president, Tinubu, to negotiate with the coup leaders in the Niger Republic on behalf of the Economic Community of West African States, Ecowas. The Ulamas were at the State House to brief the president on the outcome of their discussion with the Junta's head, General Abdulrahmani Tishani. After the meeting, a statement from the presidency said President Tinubu approved the return of the Islamic leaders to Niger Republic for another round of dialogue with the military junta. My country people, it's happening. Now Tinubu has sent another round of delegation. Now these are prominent Islamic leaders. Now this delegation of Nigerian Muslim leaders, the Ulama, is led by Sheikh Dahiru Bauchi. Now these people are going to Niger to try to, have peace talk with the Niger military coup leader. These Islamic leaders have offered to interfere with the coup plotters to avert a full-blown war situation in the West African country. They've offered to undertake meditation on behalf of the Economic Community of West African States, Ecowas. After seeking approval, they met with the junta's head. And my country people, we recall that the Ecowas leaders had met in Abuja twice in recent times, where they condemned the coup in Niger. They slapped sanctions on the West African countries, and they demanded the reinstatement of President Mohamed Bazoum, failing which they would deploy military personnel to restore a political stability in Niger. But you see, despite these threats from the ECOWAS, the junta leaders went ahead to propose a 3-year transition program, prompting the suspension of Niger from the African Union. The Ulamas, who are opposed to war with Niger, have been trying to avert this war-torn situation in the West African sub-region. That is why they are going to Niger to see if they can resolve this issue peacefully without any case of war, without, a situation whereby the ECOWAS would be forced to go ahead with a military intervention, which many have kicked against. Many northern leaders have kicked against a situation whereby the Tinubu-led ECOWAS would now resort to using military intervention. And President Bola Ahmed Tinubu had approved this Islamic leadership delegation to the Niger Republic. So this is another round of dialogue with the coup leaders. A delegation was sent, some few weeks back, led by Abdulsalami Abubakar. Led by Abdulsalami Abubakar, whereby they had talks with these coup leaders. It seems that their talks, were having a little bit of progress, but these coup leaders came up with a plan where they said they would be in power for 3 years, 3 good years before they hand over, to a democratically elected person. So for now, it would be a military regime for good 3 years before power will go back to, a civilian rule. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? President Tinubu, who is also the chairperson of the Economic Community of the West African states, gave the approval in a meeting with the ulamas. Now, this Muslim clerics, led by Sheikh Dahiru Bauchi, were recently in Niger Republic to have dialogue with these school leaders. And the junta said it would be in transition to rule in 3 good years. So my country people, this is the latest development. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? However, Nigerians have reacted. Nigeria is the only country that has so much interest in the affairs of Niger Republic problem. There is something fishy they are yet to tell us. We have a lot of problem here in Nigeria, and we have been battling with, and they are not paying any attention to them. Now they decided to give handouts so that they can use our resources for them. Abi, this is quite unfortunate. Next person said, please, what is his problem with Niger, for God's sake? His country is on fire. Hunger is in the land, and he's busy running after another man's country and destiny, forgetting his own. Almost all the Islamic-dominated parts of Africa are barbaric and full of problems. In that case, there is no nation called Nigeria if Islamic leaders are to go and they have negotiation on behalf of this government. Well, why are you disturbing yourself? Don't worry. Tinubu never know where he wants to put Nigerians. He is just wasting our resources for nothing. Last, now the same result they go carry come back. Guys, these are some few reactions from Nigerians. So my country people, this is it. These Islamic clerics are going to Niger just to intervene in this issue. Now, people will say, why are they involving themselves in all of this? It's because they share a close tie with the Niger. The Northerners, they share a bond with the Niger. They are like brothers and sisters. They share the same boundary and all. That's why when you go to the northern states, they are clamoring. They are protesting that Tinubu should not resort to using any military intervention or any force because it would affect them. And some have given instances on how they have been close relationship over the years, from generation to generation, intermarriage. In fact, the relationship is just so close. So they see themselves as brothers and sisters. And it would be very, very wrong for a brother to go and fight his own brother, all for what end? So my country people, the best option is to resolve this issue peacefully without any use of force or war. Guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.